Hey everyone. So DeeDee is about to read some texts, I think on Facebook Messenger or something, between Nader and Diana Lynn. Diana Lynn, if you don't know, is Nader's ex-mod. She's 74 years old. They had a nice little birthday live stream for her, made a cake and whatnot. And she was one of his most favorite mods back in the day. And they've been having some conflict with her today. Watch that in one of my previous reactions, the one before this. And let's watch.
Scared? You want to lie and you know nothing against you? Here it is. But listen, what?
DeeDee just said delete, delete, delete because apparently Diana Lynn went back in and deleted some of the bad messages, quote unquote bad messages that she sent.
You was trusting me? You want to do this message? I keep my trust. I trust it. Every word I said, I see. Can you please read those when people read them or what? I am. Please read what I'm telling you here because I'm read them and I show them after.
Okay, so he says read them and then he starts chopping loudly, but he's going to stop.
Yeah, let's go up there and keep going.
Wish I could get to be good friends with you. I don't have any male friends and you have a good heart. I love to watch you cook and sing and even dance. I would love to have you as a good friend. I want someone to tell things to, and so could you talk to me. I don't tell anybody what a friend and I talk about. I am a really good person.
You're a good person, you don't tell anybody.
And
I see that.
You said no problem, and she said heart.
Who's the one who started talk with me or her?
I am a friend.
Who started the message?
She did.
Mm-hmm.
I am a friend, but I can accept messages that I will miss your cooking live.
Maybe the one come talk to me from the beginning.
I thought,
and I respect you and I...
People they say things that you don't understand. That makes me feel like we should get a moderator to kind of track comments. How about DeeDee Reads? She seems like a really sweet person.
I'm laughing at the way he look, and he's so crucial through this whole... Y'all, he's been streaming for 8+ hours, probably about 9 now.
You only get rid of the nasty trolls who want your channel to quit.
All of us were nice.
And then Nader said, yes, she's a beautiful person. And then Diana said she'll make a wonderful moderator and she knows you very well. Merry Christmas, Nader. Love the fish dinner you made earlier. Hope you had a good time with your friends. I'll try to catch you on next live. Going to shower in bed now. The new year, 2022, and I'm here, Nader. I'm so proud of you doing your best to make videos. I love your cooking videos, and I am on your side. Just keep going forward. I'm always here as your trusted friend. It was so nice of DeeDee to come and be your witness and support. Keep going forward. I am proud to be a member of your channel. I have a hard time hearing because I'm 50% deaf. I can hear you good when there are closed captions. I love your accent. Don't let the trolls get you down. Your membership is growing. Your mother would be very happy if she could see you. You make her proud. You're getting better with the camera. Happy New Year. I missed a lot of your lives, but I watch every video replay. God be with you. You are a good person and a good friend of mine. And then that is that I appreciate it. Hugs. Then she's asking about food and beauty, if you guys are, together and stuff like that.
Say read all.
I'm so frustrated that you and Chantal have to play tricks on us and are back together. Why do you two keep lying? Your stuff you're saying is to get more money. A lot of her people and yours are getting very upset. Why don't you two just admit you're together? You'll still get people liking you and you won't have to play games anymore, and she can edit your cooking videos again and make them professional again.
Hear the switch? What I like you about.
And then
he said hear the switch. I think he said hear the switch.
You won't have to play games anymore, and she can edit your cooking videos again and make them professional again.
Hear the switch?
Yeah, he was saying she switched it up after a minute. But to me, that's not a switch up. That's exactly what was happening because you remember, y'all, and they still do this. Nader and Chantal were talking about how they weren't seeing each other, but then we find out they are, just like now. And it kind of felt, fake and disingenuous, I think, to a lot of his and her viewers, especially the more loyal ones. I mean, I didn't care because it's not that deep to me. That's their business, but it felt a little shady to some people. But I mean, I don't see where that's a switch up on Diana Lynn's part, but that's just me.
I like you about
And then in January, are the two of you back again? Because if you are, you're going to lose a lot of your members. They have been talking and they will leave if she is in the picture. They thought you were going to start standing on your own two feet and that you were going to make your videos without her. They thought you were going good if you kept doing them by yourself, but she's playing games with you again and everyone thinks you and her are doing this for money from people, but people are smarter than that. Once they find out that you and her are together again, they will leave you and it will hurt people, so they won't be able to do that.
no. That rule say we're not together. That rule say we're shot in the court. That rule say I keep fucking tell her leave me and fuck alone. She keep down apologize. Not like it. I don't.
I think he's talking about the restraining order at that moment.
What else?
Are the two of you, this was January again, are the two of you back again? Because if you are, you're going to lose a lot of your members. They have been talking and they will leave if she's on the picture. They thought you were going to start standing on your own two feet and that you were going to make your videos without her. They thought you were good if you kept doing them by yourself without her, but she's playing games with you again and everyone thinks you and her.
Somebody take this man's drink.
I mean, that's for money from people, but people are smarter than that. Once they find out that you and her are together again, no, it's another one. It's up to you now. You had DeeDee stay over, and now people are thinking she's on a con game with you and Chantal too. It's up to you now. The person is translating all the things you say in Arabic and your brother's song. They know that your brothers say there was one crazy person in all you brothers. They say they want you to come back when you can, and that we shouldn't forget what they say. And then it's unsent.
What?
Unsent.
What's going on, bro?
Unsent. And it's all unsent.
Why you have person and send all the message? My message is not wanted.
DeeDee was saying that all the messages after that were retracted / unsent by Diana Lynn, allegedly, till they show them.
But the ones that were unsent. So we had one of those video things. And I remember February 23rd, we love you so much.
That video?
February 23rd, no, voice message.
Oh, sounds good.
I don't know what they say, but yeah.
No, I know that about you there. Those was answers the unsent. I'm not gonna listen to it before I play it. I have nothing to hide. I listen to it now. This was years. I have nothing to hide. Plus, I don't watch in them. I just check it on the view right now.
Hi, Diana. Hi, Diana. It's Madam DeeDee.
This one that said like that.
That's it? No, there should be more.
You deserve the best. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm really happy we're able to make your day.
Because we're able to make your day because you say you make my day. Maybe you delete it. But actually show him what the answer was for what.
And I hope that you have the best day ever. Of course. And I see your voice message.
Because your phone keeps, you have to
Just a
figure
quick
it out.
Pula. If you have any contact, I will give you a number and email.
What's wrong?
And it's not gonna be long. Enjoy your birthday. Have a good one. You're a great person. Of course, yes you are. Thank you. Bye-bye.
No.
This was the answer. You make me stay. You make my day. Nobody care. This was the answer.
By the so I will go to the post office tomorrow and send you the stuff. Thank you. Bye.
This is Dutch and my student.
Let me know when you need them clean or you need them bathroom smell.
Your answer was no, I need you to smell. You hear me? Right? You hear her say that?
Yeah.
Some people was doing this too.
I'm trying not to do it.
Okay. Right, and then because maybe one day you go to Bush and that's where I don't say nothing against you. I know this game. Huh.
Hi Diana, all you have to do is press the little triangle on the left-hand side of the purple voice messages that you get, and it'll play the voice messages that we sent
She
you.
was asking
So
me.
we're hoping that you can get them. If not, just let us know. Send us another voice chat. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Okay, so all this is proving that you're dealing with a 74-year-old woman that don't know how to use the text. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right. Okay. Here we go.
You send the message, you appreciate the birthday and stuff here after those messages and say, yo, love you so much too. And say, I will let you know it's not going to be late. Because the start I say I'm not gonna listen. Even when I don't send the dirty underwear I call you, I tell you maybe I cannot do it, you will start going bigger place. I mean, don't worry, support you, don't worry about it. Whatever, after this stuff happens, send it to me, or if you need to send it, I send it to you as support.
Mm-hmm.
Happen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have the proof right there, you know.
Did you chat? No, did you chat too? What, did you chat? No,
Yeah,
chat,
no,
huh?
I can know.
I don't ask you to do anything like
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh, because people say you talk to people video chat. Yes, I will video chat.
Okay.
You change your name because people attack you. And you tell me glad you are. I'm telling you glad you are back. Because here you tell me I'm changing my name. No, I don't give a fuck about the rules anymore. Because you change your name and after say you're going back to the other. Remember that day? Go, you.
I remember when Diana Lynn changed her name and then she changed it back. But everybody knew it was her.
You are going back to your old name. You should
You want me to read it?
more name. Yeah.
Yes, please, DeeDee.
I just want to what they say from day one until.
Okay, where DeeDee?
Here, glad you're going back to your old name. You should. One meeting will happen, and then we'll let you know. Take good care, Diana. With heart.
When you ask to join the mode.
And then, hi Diana, thanks for those kind and heartfelt words and wisdom. You are truly remarkable, and I appreciate you so much. For doing the mods on Messenger, I am already working on that, and together more people will happen. I still owe you for the clothes, but at least I'm not.
Who said that?
Hmm?
Who said that?
This is that.
Who said what?
From the beginning?
Yeah, no, I still what?
I still owe you for the clothes, but with all of this going on, I'm not sure if that is the right thing to do.
So I won't steal you. I
With
will
the
ask you to
lawsuit and all.
Aha!
Wait a minute, what?
But with all of this going on, I'm not sure if that is the right thing to do.
So I won't steal you. I
With the
will ask you to
lawsuit and all.
Aha!
Listen, I always respect my word, but feel I am at tight spot. Also, thank you so much for your donation. You brought tears to my eyes. I can honestly say I would be proud to consider you as my second mom. So don't ever say you never had kids. Love you lots. Keep being you. I look forward to hearing from you all.
So the message before.
Say hi to Vincent on my part.
So the message before you was telling me I don't have kids and I come to you as one of my son. I tell you I come to you as second mom, right? So what I tell you before,
And
guys,
then she
is
said something, and then we will. Thanks for your understanding, Diana, and thanks again for such sweet message.
what sweet message. Hey, the one you read it, but you don't like to show that
And
sweet.
I deleted, and hi Diana, you can choose to be on video or audio. I wish I could help you figure out this so you can join. I will advise you guys in advance the date and time of the meeting. No pressure, but would like to see and hear you on the call.
So before we get too far, for y'all that are kind of lost, the message that DeeDee just read about the clothes was about the whole. Remember that fake auction he had with Chantal's clothes she had left over there, which was hilarious, by the way. In the previous, well, not previous, but in my previous video, they were talking about that auction and how Diana Lynn had bought some of the clothes or something. So that's what that was referring to. Or tried to buy.
And of course I will give you a shout out on the 17th for your anniversary. It would be my pleasure. Sorry the texts are not that long, but
Not your birthday.
which I really love and respect to Diana, just like my mom.
Y'all notice how DeeDee got loud because she know Nader was about to cut her off. Clock this.
I'll give you a shout out on the 17th for your anniversary. It would be my pleasure. Sorry the texts are not that long, but
Not your birthday.
which I really love and respect to Diana, just like my mom. Taking care of each other, love you lots. This is what we wrote back.
That's me talking to you.
That's us. Yeah, you speaking to her.
Yes.
I swear I love you lots. Delete the messages by Diana. Delete the messages by Diana. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate you looking out for me and making
Thanks,
me
what?
feel okay. Thanks, Mom.
I was calling Santa's mom, right?
Mom,
So at this point, Nader was calling Diana Lynn mom. He was like, "You're like my second mom." That's what he said in the messages. Now, some people might say that's good. I saw the live chat earlier during this part, and some people were like, "That looks a little shady because you're calling someone mom. That could be considered a grifting technique." You know what I mean? So let's go. Draw your own conclusions. It could go either way. Let's go on.
When you tell me I'm my son, I keep calling you mom. And I said before I did the message, I was telling you I'm like you are like my mom. I mean.
So, always here for you, Diana, and I know you are here for me too. You wrote that to her. She said, believe me, when I do feel like the world is too much for you and you feel like someone wrapping their arms around you and letting you cry it all out on your shoulders. That's what kind of friend I am. And I have a lot of these friends who cry on my shoulders online. I will take what I know and what they were told me to my grave. And they, I will take it to my grave. And they trust me. I will always be here for you and comfort you.
Don't worry,
That's what I'm trying to say.
because I was being nice to you. And you want to take this whole thing nice thing to the grave, all the fucking private thing to the grave. Liar.
Y'all, he reminds me of one of my exes that used to snort. And I didn't have good sense back then. So I stuck around for a little, not too long, because they would act really like extra. You know, like real extra, like exaggerated and all the gestures and stuff. It was real extra.
Agree with you, without even doing something to you. Without doing fuck all to you. My mom. I don't say it to nobody.
And then
I'm very fucking mad.
Say hi to him, unsent. I'm so happy for you, you wrote, unsent. It's okay, love you, you sent, unsent. I understand, thanks, unsent.
So now DeeDee is reading all of Nader's messages, and all of Diana Lynn's messages are unsent. I would like to hear Diana Lynn's side of this. We heard a little in the chat earlier. And what is that he just added the water to? We watching the tea. Mary Cab is the one who's going to dissect the cooking part, because those poor little vegetables have been sitting on that cutting board for a while. Because he's upset, about what's going on. So he kind of stopped the cooking process here.
Thanks, that's the last. That's it. Ta-da! And then we never.
You forgot to leave this one. That you take everything to the grave with you. There's one you forget. So all your messages, I send it. All my messages, no water, I send. Then your son
So those are receipts, guys. You guys want receipts? You got receipts.
No, I have more. I have what she says, screenshot.
I'm just saying, those are receipts.
But
And this is why.
DeeDee's like, damn, I'm just saying, they receipts.
Look at her.
That's how I was talking to him. This is who I am when I go to Diana online.
All right, y'all. So you heard the receipts. Let's hear your comments. Thank you for watching. This is wild.